Dear friends, please subscribe yo.com and press the bell button for recent updates. Thank for watching.
Welcome students. So in this session we are going to study the 8051 serial port. In the last session we have studied the 8051 interfacing. Okay, so that is a 8051 timer. That is the introduction of unit 5, that is a 8051 interfacing. The first topic was 8051 timer, that was we studied in the last session. So here in this session we are going to study the serial port of 8051. Let us enter into session.
U.com.
First we are going to see the basis of serial communication. So what is serial? Okay, what is serial means connect one by one. So consider the railway track, that is parallel. Okay, right. Consider the things flowing in the roller, that is in series. Consider the LED decorative lights, that is connected in series. Okay, so series means one by one. Okay, the tractor, then trailer. Okay, tractor is in front, and then back side the trailer is connected. Okay, so that is the series manner. Okay, similarly the compartment of train, that is connected one by one, that is also in series connection. Tracks of train is parallel connection, parallel. Okay, right. So the computer transfer data in two ways. That is, a computer can transfer the data in two ways. So one is a parallel connection and another one is a serial connection. So parallel connection needs more lines. Okay, so if you want to connect 8-bit data bus, means we need 8 separated lines, so 8 separated wire conductor. So that is used to communicate between two devices. If the device is very long distance, then what will happen? So large amount of wire is needed in parallel communication, so that is increase the cost. Another one is a serial communication. To transfer the data to the device located in many meter away, then the serial method is used. If you want to transmit the long distance data, we are using the serial port or serial communication method. So because it saves the cost, okay, so the data is sent in one by one bit by one bit. Okay, send one bit at that time. Okay, so this is a serial and a parallel communication. So serial transfer and this is a parallel transfer. Here the single wire is enough to transfer the data. Here separate different number of wires needed to transfer the data in parallel manner. Here according to the number of bits, we are using number of separate wires. This is a parallel data transfer. Here this is serial data transfer. Example of parallel data transfer is the old computer motherboard and a CD drive and a hard disk are connected in parallel port, that is called as a ribbon cable. Okay, but nowadays we are using a SATA cable, very smaller cable, and our pen drive is connected with a microprocessor in serial port only. Okay, pen drive is connected in serial port. Okay, similarly currently most of the devices are fully based on the serial port. So for recent computers we are not having parallel port is replaced now, removed now, not replaced. Parallel ports are removed because we are not using parallel port. All the device, all the computer interfacing device nowadays coming by USB serial port only. Okay, right. Serial data communication uses two methods, that is a synchronous and asynchronous. So synchronous method means the transfer block of data at the time. So the transmitter and receiver, that is operate at the same frequency. Asynchronous means the transfer method transfer single bit at the time. it transfer the single byte at that time. So here the transmitter and receiver frequency is different. Then there are special ICs made by many manufacturers for serial communication, that is a UART. Okay, UART is a universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. So it is a asynchronous communication. USART means universal synchronous asynchronous receiver transmitter. So that is a USART, that is 8251, already studied. Okay, right. So these are some basic ICs that is introduced by the Intel processor. Then asynchronous start and stop bit. Asynchronous serial data communication widely used for character oriented transmission. So each character is placed in between start and stop bit. This is called frame or framing. Block oriented data transfer use the synchronous method. So character oriented data transfer is used in asynchronous data transfer. This start bit always on bit, but the stop bit can be 1 or 2 bits. Start bit is always 1, but stop bit is 1 or 2. The start bit is always 0 low, that means the stop bit is always 1. So from this concept we can identify the which bit is start bit, which bit is stop bit, because start bit is always 0, stop bit is always 1. Okay, so this is a diagram. Actually this is a mark, here is a mark, this is start bit always 0, then goes outwest. Okay, then some 1 is present. These are the transmission begin with the start bit followed by the D0, the LSB, then the rest of the bits until MSB D7, and finally one stop bit indicating the end of the character. This is a stop bit, this end of the character. So this is our data, D0 to D7 we are having the data. Then space, okay, the low is referred as a space, low is referred as a space. So this is a one frame. One frame contain one start bit, one stop bit, then data bits. Okay, if it is the data bits is 8 bit, means we are having the 8 different bits. If it is section bit, means we are having different section bits. Okay, right. The data transfer rate. The rate of data transfer in serial data communication is stated in bits per second. Okay, the rate of data transfer in serial data communication stated as bits per second. So how many bits per second? The data transfer is represented by the bits per second. Another widely used terminology for bits per second is baud rate. Baud rate is another method that is used to indicate the speed of the data transfer. So in modern terminology, and it's defined as the number of signals changes per second. Number of signal changes per second. In modem, there are occasions when the single change of signal transfer as several bits of data. Okay, right. As far as the conductor wire is concerned, the baud rate and bits per second are the same. Okay, as far as the conductor wire is concerned, conductor wire is very important. So if the wire is not enough, then we will have a data loss. Okay, then 8051 serial port, that is it is a synchronous asynchronous. SCON register is used to control data transfer through TXT or RXT pin, sometime clock through TXT pin. 4 modes of operation. These are some hints related to 8051 serial port. Okay, so it has 4 different modes. That is a mode 0 is a synchronous serial communication. Mode 1 is the asynchronous serial communication of 8-bit timer data rate. Then mode 2 is a 9-bit UART, that is a universal asynchronous receiver transmitter with set data rate. Mode 3 is a 9-bit UART with timer data rate. So these are the different modes used in the serial port. Then here we are going to see some registers used in the serial port communication. There is a S buffer register, S control, that is a serial port control register. Then power control register. The S buffer is a serial port buffer register. We will see one by one. So S buffer register, it is a 8-bit register used for serial communication. For any data to be transferred via TXT line, it must be placed in SBUF register. This is a buffer register. So whenever we transmit the data to one place to another place, we must use the SBuffer register. So the data are only flowing through the buffer register. The moment the byte written into SBUF is framed with start and stop bits and transferred seriously via TXT line. So whenever we are storing the data to transfer in serial port, at that time we are storing the data in register SBUF. After that, the data are framed by start bit and stop bit. Then SBUF hold the byte of data when it is received by 8051 in RxD line. The S buffer is also receive the data receiver line, that is RxD line. Okay, when the bits are received seriously via RxD line, the 8051 deframe, that means eliminating start bit and stop bit, and is send the data to next level. Okay, these are the SBUF register uses. Then SBUF is a simple program. So load SBUF equal to 44H, then as if for D. Okay, then copy the accumulator into SBUF, then copy the SBUF into accumulator. This way we can handle the serial buffer register. Next one is a SCON register, that is a serial control register. So the serial control register is a 8-bit. So we will see one by one what are the uses of bit. First, SM0, SM1 is used for serial mode. So we are having the 4 serial mode, that is indicated by SM0, SM1. So mode 0 is a 8-bit shift register, mode 1 is a 8-bit UART, mode 2 is a 9-bit UART, mode 3 is a 9-bit UART. Okay, these are the different modes. Then SM2 is an enabled multiprocessor communication mode. This mode is used to enable multiprocessor communication. The next one is the REN. So set to enable serial data reception. REN means serial data reception. It is set, that is enabled. Next one is the TB8. So 9th data bit sent in mode 2 and 3. The 9th data bit is sent to mode 2 and 3. Then RB8, that is the 9th data bit received in mode 2 and 3. So received 9th data bit. Okay. Then T1 is the set when stop bit is texted. RI is the set when character is received, that is character data are received means RI equal to 1, data are transmitted means TI equal to 1. Okay, then first I am going to see the serial port mode 0. So in the serial port mode 0 gets the following features: serial data enter and exit through RxD line in mode 0, TXT line output the clock. Okay, TXT is used for transfer, RxD is for receive. 8-bit are transmitted or received. The baud rate is fixed at 1/12 of oscillator frequency. The baud rate is fixed by 1/12 of oscillator frequency. Then mode 1. The serial port in mode 1 has following features: serial data entered through the RxD line, then serial data exits through TXT line. On receive, the stop bit goes into RB8 in SCON register. So IO bits are transmitted or received: start bit, data bit, stop bit. Okay, so one start bit, one stop bit, and 8 data bit. Beta is determined by timer and the overflow rate. Okay, then the next one is the mode 2. In mode 2 is a serial port. In mode 2 has the following features: so serial data entered through RxD line, serial data exit through TXT line. The 9th data bit TB8 can be assigned value 0 or 1. Okay, on receive the 9th data bit, this pin is go RB8 is in SCON is lowered. 11th bit are transmitted or received. There is a first one start bit and 2, then one stop bit, and data bits are 9 bits. baud rate can be programmable. Okay, that is can be programmed, so we'll see later. And then program serial port transmission. So the T mode register is loaded with the value 20H, indicating the use of timer 1 in mode 2 8-bit auto reload mode to set the baud rate. T mode is used to set the baud rate. The TH1 is a higher 8-bit register, timer register 1, so loaded with one of the value to set baud rate for serial data transfer. Then SCOM register is loaded with the value 50H, indicating the serial mode. So where the 8-bit data is framed with start and stop bit. Then timer run 1 is set to 1 to start the timer 1, where TR1 is a timer run. TI is a cleared by clear I instruction, that is a interrupt, timer interrupt. And character byte to be transferred seriously is written into SBUF register. So whatever the data we want to transfer, so the data first written into SBuffer register. The timer interrupt flag bit is monitored with the use of instruction, that is JNP T1XX, to see the character has been transferred completely. Okay, to transfer the next byte, go to step 5. Okay, so this is a program for, or the program flow of serial data transmission. Same way serial data reception. The T mode register is loaded with the value 20H, that indicate the use of timer 1 in mode 2 8-bit auto reload mode to set the baud rate. TH1 is loaded with the baud rate, set baud rate. The SCOM register is loaded with the value 50H, indicating serial mode 1. Okay, where the 8-bit data is framed with the start bit and stop bit. Timer run 1 is set to 1 to start timer 1, get RI is cleared by clear RI instruction. So RI means a receiver interrupt. The RI flag bit is monitored with the use of instruction JNP RIXS. Okay, so the flag register is always monitored whether the reception or the transmission is completed or not. Okay, to see the entire character has been received yet. When RI is raised, the SBUF has the byte it content are removed, so moved to safe place. To receive the next character, go to step 5. So this way we can receive the data in 8051 serial mode. There are two ways to increase the baud rate of data transfer: by using higher frequency crystal or by changing bit in the Picon register. Picon register is an 8-bit register, so if you want to change the bit, so we can change the increase the baud rate. When 8051 baud of S mode is 0, then we can set it high by software and set a P. We double the baud rate. Okay, doubling baud rate continuation. There's a small program is used here. Then so move A comma Picon register. Okay, place a copy of Picon in accumulator. Then set B accumulator 0.7, make D7 equal to 1. Then move Picon comma changing any other bits. So here the crystal also generates the 12 megahertz approximately, that is divided by 12. Okay, that is a machine cycle frequency. It is a 9 to 1.6 kilohertz. Okay, that is given to serial mode 1 or serial mode 2, that is divided by 16 divided by 32. Okay, we are giving to timer 1 to set the baud rate. Okay, so this value is used to set the baud rate. So these are the number that is loaded into TH register. Baud rate comparison for S mode 0 and S mode 1. Actually the values are loaded into FD, FA, F4, FE8 loaded into TH register. At the time the baud rate is changed. Okay, S mode is 0 means this baud rate, S1 means this baud rate. Okay, so according to the requirement we can change the baud rate. Baud rate means how many bits transfer per second. So that is used to calculate the speed of the data transfer. Okay, so if you are connecting our computer and microprocessor hardware, we are using the baud rate. Okay, so 19200 is a baud rate of computer and microcontroller interface. Okay, so if you change the baud rate, so we cannot transfer the data. Okay students, so by this slide the topic of serial port of 8051 is completed now. Okay, right. So students, thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.